My friend Annie called. Her and her husband just moved to the city. It's the middle of winter. They need some help with their little dog, Ralphie. Let's head over and see how I can help. That was stupid. You really like that one?
Hey,
Annie, how are
how's it going?
Good, good to see you.
Come on in. Guess
right.
who's here? Oh my goodness.
Looky
Oh
there.
my goodness.
It's little Ralphie. Yeah. What's going on? What are you having issues with?
We had the coldest blizzard ever last week. And there's salt on the ground. There's snow on the ground. You know, he's a smaller dog. So I'm trying to, you know, come up with the best way to get him outside for his walks.
Right.
That don't like totally, I don't know, hurt his paws. Like my understanding of the salt on the paws is that it's like acid and it's gonna burn their paw. And I just don't know what the right information is.
He looks super thrilled.
He looks so happy about it. I mean, also maybe these are too big or small. I don't know. Like, there we go. Okay, getting one on. One is on. Oh, I know. I feel like you're so uncomfortable in these things, huh?
When we go outside, we can see what type of elements we're really up against.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as we're not causing physical damage to his paws, we have something that we can look at and go, what's really worse, this?
Yeah.
Or what he might, you know, have to withstand outside. And I think judging, then you can make that choice. Because this right here to me is
so sad.
So, I mean, yeah, like if you put shoes on me like that and that's what I had to do, like this would be,
The baby.
Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and try to get these two on here and just get him outside, just so I can see what you kind of deal with on a daily basis.
Do you feel like these are a little small or big, or
depending on
cheapo, maybe
the elements that we're going to deal with outside? I think we're going to be dealing with what's
acrobatic movements,
right?
Oh,
yeah.
Ralphie.
Oh, buddy. Oh, that's okay.
What do you think? Should we?
You know, let's just take them off for now.
Let's take them off.
Yeah, and let's go for the walk. And as we get outside, because literally he's not going to walk like that.
Yeah.
We can talk about the elements outside that are really bothering you versus what's really bothering him.
Yeah, it could be that we are like weirded out by the salt.
Well, it could be.
And that it's not that big of a deal.
Could be.
We're coming, and I got poop bags.
Great.
So
when you see him walking like this, are there any concerns? That's how he normally walks?
Yeah, that's how he normally walks. I mean, he's a little slower because it's, you know, muddy and cold and whatever. But he actually kind of likes the snow.
Yeah.
Off leash, he has a ball.
Well, so also too, he could be walking slower because of the jacket. It's a little constraining. But let's stop right here, because this is something I address with my clients all the time. So naturally, they already have one coat on.
Yeah.
So now we've technically put 2 coats on him.
Yeah.
So how many coats are you wearing?
I'm wearing 1 coat.
1 coat. So let's go down to 1 coat.
Okay.
40 degrees.
Okay.
It's not -8.
Right.
Right? Okay.
He's like, yay, Travis, I love you. There we go.
Good boy,
There we go.
Ralphie.
Good
boy. So let's see if that changes his demeanor at all. So we can get going. Here we go.
Come on, Ralph.
Yay!
Let's do it.
Looky there.
Let's make it happen.
He's like a new man. He's like,
I guess you are.
He feels so good.
You're kind of more spry, aren't you?
What? You were asking me about the jacket and when do we need to put 2 on them? You know, what's too cold for a dog? And you know, a lot of it will depend on the size. The smaller the dog, you know, the less they can handle the colder temperatures, right?
Okay.
But 20 degrees is really like, that's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Like they might need some help with that.
Okay.
But when we put stuff like this over our dogs, if they're not acclimated to it, it can really restrict them. Dogs communicate with their bodies.
Yeah.
They communicate to other dogs. They communicate to people.
Yeah.
And when we cover that up, we really do them a disservice to let them communicate with their surroundings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're not looking to freeze dogs out.
Yeah, okay.
Another thing with the booties is if you put booties on because you're worried the ground is gonna be too cold, I wouldn't do it because of temperature. So like their feet are really okay. I mean, the latest research is like -35 degrees.
Holy
their
moly.
feet are gonna be okay.
Even a small dog like this?
Even a small dog's paws from getting cold, because what they have is they have blood veins that run through their paw pads that come from a main artery that warm the pads.
Okay.
Right? But if we're gonna use booties because of the salt and because of that type of thing, you know, that's a different story.
Should we head to the park? Yeah, let's do it. All
We
right.
got the go ahead from Dad.
Let's do it.
it's important to be clear. Like, I'm not saying salt isn't bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we don't need to go crazy worried about it like burning their paw pads off.
And like force booties on him.
And force booties on him, right? It's a lot of times it's easier just to clean their paw pads out when they step on some than it is to force booties on, have them walk weird. Yeah, so let's walk right through this. I mean, we are debunking some myths right now.
Yeah.
So, you know, limp, oh gosh, right? But we'll get on through it and we'll see what happens.
He's like totally fine.
Right?
Are you totally fine?
So like, what happens, so let's stop right here. So what happens a lot too is like the dog will go through and then they'll get some in their paw, right? And then they'll hold it up. And again, the owner's like, oh my gosh, their paw's burning off. I have to use booties. But then the whole walk, the dog's like this.
Right.
The whole time.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's worse? Having your dog be uncomfortable the whole time or taking a chance that we might have to get some salt out real quick and move on? So do you kind of wish he had his booties on right now? Do you think he's like, Mom, put my booties on. Put my booties on.
Negative.
No, it's okay.
Your furry friend?
There's an extra booty in case you...
See, I've seen these like balloon booties.
Yeah.
Now, is that specifically a booty or are these balloons
that
people are fashioning?
It says paws. No, it's a booty, yeah. So it's one that's meant to go over and then they feel less because it's more like a balloon.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly you could tell it doesn't work that well.
Yeah.
It just falls off.
Fell off. Just let him go off? Okay, because I think as soon as I do, he's gonna go crazy. Go for it, the baby. Yeah.
Winter provides us with a lot of challenges, but it also provides us with a lot of opportunity. And it's all about how you approach it. For Annie today, it was just finding those answers that helped her get over those hurdles. It's not that the salt and the chemicals aren't bad for our dogs, but it's important to remember that the chemicals, especially the chloride in the de-icer, is mostly harmful when it's ingested by the dog. If you haven't acclimated your dog to booties, don't let that stop you. You can still get out there. Here's what you can do. Number one, avoid the salt if possible. Number two, if you have to walk through it and they start to limp, usually there's just a piece of salt stuck between the pads and it feels like a rock in a shoe. Just reach down and get it out. Number three, clean the paw pads as soon as you get home with water and a washcloth. If you do those things, you're setting your dog up for success, and I guarantee you they had a great time.